Good morning. It's time to start this cookery thing. I hope it's going to make sense and I hope you kind of get the idea behind it. I live on my own, just one person. It's really hard when you are on your own. You don't always feel like you want to cook, I'll be honest with you. And when I first became single, I was exactly the same. I was living on pizzas and ready meals and stuff like that, you know, which is no good for you. So I sort of made the decision, and I used to do this method of organising my meals when I was at home with all the children. So I've gone back to that basically, and it is as simple as is. I don't pinpoint meals that I'm having every single day. I just make a bunch of meals, and then I can pick and choose throughout the month. And to be honest, I think I've got about 6 weeks worth of meals that I can chop and change and have when I fancy them, basically. So for a lot of people, the organising side of it and the inspirational side of it is the one that they struggle with. I don't eat a fancy menu. I eat quite simply, but I eat well, I feel anyway. But I am not a nutritionalist. I'm not on any diets or anything. I don't have any special dietary needs. I've got 2 food intolerances. One is cucumber. I love it, but I just cannot eat it. It really chronic indigestion, you can imagine. So anyway, I can't eat cucumber. And the other thing I have to eat in moderation is brain's gone dead, onion. I can't eat a lot of onion. Apologies, I've got a really dark kitchen, so I've had to put the big light on. I hope it's not too bad, the lighting. Yeah, so I can't have an awful lot of onion in my food. And I also don't like really, really spicy food. It completely numbs all of my taste buds, and I just can't taste anything after that. So although I eat chilies and stuff like that, it is mild, but you still get the flavour. So what I tend to do is my freezer is pretty empty at the moment. Let me give you a walk round of my store cupboard. I haven't got a larder. I rent a property. If I didn't rent a property, I would have a proper larder put in. Anyway, so what I tend to do is use a double wall cupboard and a double floor cupboard as my larder. Now the cat has spilled her food everywhere, so I'm really sorry, but you're going to see that. So let me take you to my larder. Because first of all, before you even go shopping, check what you've got, okay? So in my top cupboard, I keep, you know, things like my sauce mixes. Now I do cheat. I do not make everything from fresh. I do stuff from fresh, but the spices and stuff like that, I've never been any good at mixing spices and things. So I do get like chili con carne mix and things like that, but I'll show you those in a minute. Yeah, so I've got my gravies, various bits and pieces. It is looking a little bit empty. That's all cat food, that end. And that's my food, basically, the rest of it. So, yeah, I'll take you through those individually. And then down here, I say, do excuse, the cat food has gone everywhere. I have a big box with all my tinned goods in there. And the bottom one is jars and sauces and stuff like that. And then in this one, I've got a bit of a pasta fetish at the moment. So that's my pasta basket, if you like. I'm going to Home Bargains to try and get the individual things for the tins and things. So let me just quickly... Oh, sorry. That's completely made you go wonk. But yeah, we'll get those out later. So tins and stuff. I keep a healthy cupboard. I kind of learnt that from when my kids were little. Sorry, it's now gone completely wonky. Straighten it back up. Yeah, I sort of learnt that lesson the hard way when the kids were little. And this camera's now playing up. Stop twizzling. Because it's easier to have it in stock. Anyway, that's the rambling done. So I kind of know what I've got in my stock cupboard. So I will check that first before I go and buy anything, because yeah, I've got, you know, quite a lot in stock, as it were. The fridge and the freezer are more or less empty. I don't think you really need to see in there, do you? I desperately need milk. The last drop I had has gone off. I do keep in a dried milk for such emergencies, so I had to break into that today. So anyway, let's get on with the meals. So what I tend to do is, I've written it out quite rough here. I don't know if you'll be able to read that. I'll read it to you. I tend to do the foods in batches of 4, because when it comes to buying mince and stuff like that, it's easy to quarter it as opposed to anything else. But so I'm going to do 4 chilies, 4 spaghetti bologneses, 4 cottage pies, 4 chicken hot pots, 4 sausage casseroles, 4 gammon meals. So what I do is I buy a big gammon, then I break that into 4. 4 tikka masala curries, 2 fish meals. So I need to get a fish pie mix, and I know I haven't got that, so I definitely need to get that. 2 pitta pizzas. I love those. Really, really nice. 2 tuna sweet corn salad type things. So I just open a tin of tuna, tin of sweet corn, and have some salad and stuff with it. And I'm also going to do 4 pork casseroles, but in a Lancashire hot pot style. And again, that is something else I'll explain to you how. What I'm going to do is I thought we'd do the I say meal planning. I guess it is meal planning, but I don't know which days I'm going to have them on. I'm not that strict with myself. If I fancy a chilli, I'll have a chilli. If I fancy gammon, I'll have a gammon, because it'll all be ready, cooked in the freezer. So I just defrost it the night before, and depending on what it is, I either stick it in the microwave to reheat it, or my daughter has recently, she wasn't using her air fryer, so she has gifted me it, and I'm still learning. I'm not very good with it at the minute, but I just thought I try and avoid putting the oven on at every cost. So I'm really sorry, this lighting is shocking, isn't it? So from my list of meals, let me just angle you down. Excuse the washing up in the background. This is real life. The lighting might be a bit better. Phone's on charge, it keeps pulling it to the side. So I've got my list of meals here. So from that, I then decide what I need to buy to make those meals. Okay, now the chili and the spaghetti bolognese, as you probably all know, you can make that in one big dish and then split it. You can start it but then split it, one half for spaghetti bolognese and the other half for chili. So to make 8 of those, I know I need to get 1 750 gram minced beef. Now I buy the 5% fat because I like it. I know a lot of people, they go for the higher fat content, but I refuse to pay for fat, I'll be honest with you. So I definitely need 1 of those for those 2 meals. So that's that. Cottage pies, I'm going to need another smaller one. There's nothing else that needs mince. So and then I need 1. If I get a 500 gram, I can then spread it between the chili and the spag bowl. So those 3 meals all start with minced beef. Okay. Chicken hot pot. I usually buy chicken quarters, so I just buy 4 chicken quarters, and that's got the leg and the thigh on it. Sausage casseroles. So I like to have 3 sausages, so 3 fours are 12, so I need 12 sausages. Gammon meals, so I just need 1 gammon, which I slow cook, and then I divide it out from there. 4 curries, so I need 4 chicken breasts. I have started to substitute that with chicken thighs, actually, so I'll put breasts or thigh. I find the thigh is a nicer meat, especially in a curry. I need a fish pie mix. And I say pie, it's mashed potato on top, basically. Pita pizzas, so I need pita breads. I know I have got um, uh, oh, brains died again. Pepperoni. Yeah, I know I've got pepperoni and I know I've got mozzarella cheese in the freezer, so I don't need to buy anything to put on my pita breads. Okay. Tuna sweet corn salad. I know I've got 2 tins of tuna. I'm going to get some more tuna because the cat likes it. I don't know if you can hear her drinking down there. And I quite often have it as a sandwich filling, so not just as a dinner. So I'll get the tuna and pork casserole. So I need 4 pork chops of some variety. I might get loin. I don't know. I'll just see whatever's cheapest. And Lancashire hot pot style is where you slice the potatoes thinly and you lay them on top of the casserole dish, basically. Alright, so that is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18, 22, 26, 30, 38 meals, approximately. It might make more because I tend to portion them out. I've got a load of, I bought them in IKEA actually, but they're tubs, pots, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so I've got quite a lot of those and other varieties of pots. So when I start portioning it out, it usually makes more than 38. So that's, you know, probably a good 6 weeks of meals that I'm going to get out of that. All right. So once I've got the meat side of it sorted and the actual sort of bare bones, I then start thinking about mixes, sauces, herbs, spices that I'm going to need to go with that. So stay there. So when I go to Home Bargains, I tend to, some nights I'm really, really lazy and I use their microwave rices. Okay, they're 49p. I don't use them that often. I just like to have them in for a night when I just don't feel like cooking rice. So I do like their Coleman's chili con carne mix. So again, I don't like it mega spicy. So when I make a chili, even though it's 4 of them, I only use about half a packet. Otherwise, it's just too strong. And there's no point, you know, making food that you don't want to eat, you know, because you know it's extra spicy. So yeah, I'm not going there. The other thing I put in a chili is baked beans and kidney beans. I think I need kidney beans. In fact, I know I need kidney beans. For the baked beans, I just use the cheapest tin because yeah, well, I'll show you when I cook it. And I know I've got tomato puree. I might need, yeah, I do need another passata because that's got to make a spag bowl and a spag bowl and a chili. So I need another passata. So that's the chili con carne mix. Again, Coleman's. It's only because they're in Home Bargains. They're cheap at the moment. I love the sausage casserole mix. It is so nice. It's tomatoey, spicy, well, not too spicy, but herby. Yeah, it's really tasty anyway, and it makes a really nice gravy. So the only thing that I add to that is carrots, and I think I know I need to get carrots. I'm not saying I think, because I know I need to get them. I buy them fresh and cook them actually in the casserole with it, and then when I serve it up, I generally have just boiled potatoes with it. I'll be honest with you, because I like to mash. I'm not a fan of mashed potato unless it's on something like a cottage pie. I know, I'm weird. So all I tend... Oh, and mushrooms. Yeah, I need to get mushrooms. Okay, and then when it's all cooked, I then portion it out and spread the gravy out between the different dishes. It'll all make sense when we get there, don't worry. So that's sausage, and then I also... Sorry, it's like an advert for Coleman's. I didn't mean it to be. Choose whatever brand you like. I mean, the store's own are fine, but as I say, in Home Bargains, these 3 are 39p at the moment. And if I go out and buy all the herbs and spices and you put in a chicken stock cube, you know, it's not even worth it. So, well, when I do this one, these 2, I use the whole mix. per make, basically. So yeah, the whole packet goes in of these two. So for that one, chicken casserole mix, again, obviously I'll have the chicken, so I just need I've got mushrooms on the list, I've got carrots on the list, and that's kind of all I tend to put in. Then I have like broccoli on the side, and again boiled potato, which I like to mash into the gravy. I know. Then I've also got quite a few of those. They were going cheap, so I got them. For some of the meals, I might keep some like chicken back for a stir fry. So I do keep stir fry sauces in stock. I also can't make dumplings for toffee, so I do buy the Tesco dumpling mix, which is delicious when it gets to stew season, which it isn't at the moment. It's still summer. And I think that's it actually. Yeah, it's just chili. Oh, fajita mix. I love chicken fajitas. I haven't got that on my list actually. Right, let's get some more. So if I do 2 fajita mixes, and what that looks like is I get everything ready and cooked, and then I freeze it, and then when I come to eat it, I've just got to take it out, reheat it, and it's done. And that to me is the essence of eating properly, because it's done. I haven't got to stand there, slice the chicken, slice this, slice that. It's a whole day of cooking, but it's done. So I've got 4, and then I'm going to put, so I've got the chicken breasts here, so I'm going to put +2 for fajitas. All right, okay. Right. So yeah, that's kind of like, if you're any good at mixing your spices, you go for it. I really am not. And when it's just, you know, it's just me. I like them. That's what I do. This is all this program's, this channel, this cooking thing's ever going to be. Right, so I've got the chili mix. So I've got the kidney beans, passata, right, okay. So we've done all those. Chicken hot pot is going to be the chicken casserole, so we've got that. Got the sausage casserole. Yeah, again, carrots, I'm going to get a bag because I do like to put those in the sausage casserole as well. The gammon meals, I don't quite know what they're going to look like yet. That might just literally be gammon, some frozen peas, defrosted and cooked obviously, and maybe a jacket potato, or again boiled potatoes. I do eat very simply, I'm afraid. The curry, right, so for the curry I'm going to need more chicken breasts. Okay, so right, I'm going to put another, I just put a thing down there, I forgot about the curry. Right, so for chicken breasts, so if I put on there curry as well, I'll know. Okay. Now I do use I think it's Slimming World recipe, where you marinate for the curry, you marinate the chicken in yogurt. So I need a plain yogurt. So for this, for the curry, I do use individual spices. Let me just grab those. What I tend to do is make up a whole mix, put it in a jam jar. So I've got it on here. So it's 5 tablespoons of tikka curry powder, or just curry powder, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of cumin. You can put in all sorts. This is kind of where I've got to that I really like. It's nice. So when I put the chicken in, I will put 5 tablespoons of this mix in with the yogurt, marinate the chicken. I tend to do it overnight so that it really takes on the flavour, and then you cook it in that yogurt if you like, and those spices, and that makes your sauce. It's, to me, I find it really delicious. Yes, you can go and buy the jars of tikka masala sauce, but A, they're really fattening, they are full of fat, and B, they're not cheap, you know, whereas the curry powder, it didn't cost a lot at all, and the cinnamon and the cumin, it makes jars and jars and jars of this mix. So that's kind of how I approach that. So plain yogurt for curry, and obviously with that I'll have rice and veggies. So I'll talk about that in a second. So I've got the fish pie mix on there. Now with the fish pie, I tend to do either a cheese sauce with it or a parsley sauce. What I might try and do is see, yeah, I'll get a cheese sauce mix, or maybe even a parsley one actually. That might be nicer. Yeah, I'll cross out cheese. I put parsley sauce mix. Again, it's a mix. I don't, it's the way I do it. I can't be bothered with all these messing around and doing roux and all the rest of it. Pita pizzas. So I've got the pita bread on there. I know I've got the cheese and the pepperoni. Sweet, yeah, we've done all that, haven't we? The pork. So tuna sweet corn salad. That'll be something where, at the moment, I've got tomatoes growing in the garden. So I'll just get my tomatoes from there. And so I need to get a lettuce. So, lettuce. No, it won't last for ages, but, I can pick one of those up when I pick up my milk. Pork casserole, right, okay. So again, that'll just have carrots and mushrooms in it, I would imagine. And so for the fajitas, I'm going to need peppers. I'm going to need a bag of onions. Again, I don't have an awful lot of onion. I can't tolerate it. And that's about it, really. Cheese, block of cheese. I bought a massive block of cheese in Asda, was it last month? And I chopped it into 4 and I froze it because it was massive and it would have all gone off if I hadn't have done so. And I know I've got 2, I've just taken out a quarter and it's a big, it's about that big, to be honest with you. So it's big. And I know I've got 2 others in the freezer, so I definitely don't need any more of that. I think that's about it, really. I'm just trying to think what else I would need to add to these to, yeah. So I think that's it. So it's mainly the meats and, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's the meals. Then I like to get some apples. And my pen's running out, which is really helpful. Apples, come on. Bananas. I'm not a huge pudding person. I'm not that. See, I don't really eat ice cream and biscuits and stuff like that. I'm not a snacky person. The only snacky thing I do like to get is mixed nuts and sultanas, which I'll show you what I do with those. I think the cat's all right for food at the moment, so that's fine. I've got oats, I've got tea bags, I'm all right for those for a little while. I've got new coffee, which I've still got quite a bit in it, so that's fine. Yeah, tea bags I've got. Milk, I mustn't forget milk. For breakfasts, I tend to like my Tesco's bran flakes. Lunches, oh, I need bread. I will either have a sandwich. If I'm working from home, I just generally get a sandwich, or I'll cook up a bag of noodles or something. And I know in my pasta basket in that cupboard, I have got a load of Chinese noodles. So I like those with sliced up mushrooms and some soy sauce. God, honestly, here we go. Right, my brain's going at 3,000 miles a minute because I'm very aware this is going on a bit. But what I'm trying to get across is, if you do this part, it's 1 day out of 6 weeks. And if you've got freezer space, which, as I say, I'm quite lucky, I've got a big fridge freezer. It's oversized anyway. I know I can get these all in their boxes in the freezer with their labels on. And that's going to be at least 6 weeks. So that's my list. Let's see what we come home with. So yeah, so I've got my beef minces. So I'll probably get 2 boxes of the big one actually, and then I can just because I quite like savoury mince where you just fry the mince, put in some mushrooms, some veg, a nice thick gravy or bouillon powder, and yeah, you go from there. So again, it's another one that I'll show you. Chicken, sausages, gammon, chicken breasts. Yeah, I need quite a few chicken breasts. I know in Aldi, which is where I'm going to go, by the way, they do a big box, so I might get that. And then I know I've got plenty. Fish pie, bread, pittas, tuna. Yeah, anyway, we went through that. Another meal that I sometimes sort of quite fancy is just chicken New Yorker, which is a chicken breast with bacon. That's what I need, bacon. With cheese on top. Oh, I need potatoes as well. Okay. And broccoli. Oh, I've got a head of broccoli, so that'll be fine. I might get some cabbage. And kale. Kale's my favourite veg. Okay, let's go and see what they've got. What I'll do is I'll end this video here, and then I'll do a shopping video where I've got obviously everything, and then I will go through how I cook each and every one of these individual meals, show you them boxed up and put in the freezer basically. So I'll do it one at a time, but what I will do is cook all of this all together in one day. So the oven's only got to go on once. I might have to do sort of them four first and then, you know, the rest after sort of thing. So I'll see how much room I've got in the oven. But that's kind of how I do it. Yeah, it just takes a little bit of thinking, a little bit of deciding what your favourite meals are. And yeah, just take it from there. I'm hoping this makes sense. I'm going to let this video go out first, and then I need you to let me know if it didn't make any sense, or, you know, I don't know, any criticisms, any hints and tips. That would be great, because I've lived like this for the last 5 years, and it just blooming works. And I save so much money by not going weekly, where you're not tempted by the special offers, you're not tempted by this and that and all the rest of it. Household goods like washing powder and stuff like that, because it's just me, I put the washing machine on every 2 weeks and it's a full load. Again, I'm not going into work, so I don't have to wash, you know, I don't have to have fresh clothes every day, because, you know, let me just pop this back up. Yeah, I don't have to have fresh clean clothes every day, you know, I'm a bit skanky. I can wear the same clothes twice, you know, so it depends on what your life looks like, you know. So I don't buy a ton of cleaning ingredients. I am very old fashioned in that I use lemon juice, white vinegar and water. It just cleans everything. Yeah, I'll take you through that in another video. So I'm going to go shopping at Aldi. Am I lucky? I'll show you it when I come back, and I'll show everything laid out on the side. I'll let you know how much it will cost. I'm thinking it's going to be about £80. Yeah, it might be about £80. But that's 6 weeks at least. I think I might get more than that out of this. So, all right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.